Good evening, ladies and gentle peeps. It's that time again. UIRL F1 Season 18, Round 11, I think it is, here in the Circuit of the Americas. Excuse me. Yeah, Round 11. You can see the boys are all jumping off. There's only 15, no point in doing Q1. Good evening, Arsenal boy. Good evening, Nick. Yeah, I'm alright. Cheers, builds. Well, better than I was. Worse than I was before that. But I'm alright. I'm still here. Just waiting for the two of them there to jump off. Yep, I hope I... excuse me. I hope I find everybody well this evening. Here is the tonsil fan. Oh, hey, Joseph, come on. Come on, Joseph. Why is he sitting there waiting? I bet he's gone for a coffee or something. I'm alright, paddle boy. You alright, bud? Ah, there's Joseph gone and done that. Cushy. Well, that was an exciting Q1, wasn't it? Again. I tell you now what it was, Arsenal boy. Don't worry about it. It's an ongoing thing. Good evening, Eon. Cheers, paddle boy. You're not getting rid of me that easy. Less on my way back, paddle, Arsenal boy, and probably more on my way out, I would have thought, to be honest. But it's all good. The ginger Geordie is here to stay. Hoorah! Yeah. Oh, who's that coming out? Who was that going out there? Oh, just weird. A couple of them. First one looks like an RB, doesn't it? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm expecting a few track limits to eat. They all thought they were clever last week, not getting track limits, but the ones that did get track limits hit the wild, so that kind of negated any penalties, really, didn't it? See how many get the eat. Yeah, I just saw that. Is it still 2-0 Arsenal boy? I just saw the score there before. You're going to keep a clean sheet. Lovely! Actually, I've just noticed we're waiting for the first lad on track. Here he is. Juicy Junior. That means it's an older Juicy as well. There you go. He's one of our new drivers. I think there's two on there on the grid. Where's the other one? I think the other one is Forrest. So Right, let's jump on board the RB, see how he gets on in his first quali lap. Here we go. Good evening, Striker. Cheers, mate. Shame you're not racing the meet, young'un. Working, yeah. Jonas said you were working. It's just a shit. Hopefully we'll see you back on track next week. Excuse me. Find you a ginger track choke. There's your benchmark of 132 here. Who's up behind him? Well, I might as well wait. It looks like a Mercedes behind him. Thought it was anyway. Where are the people behind him? Here we go, there we go. That's who I was looking for. 134 for Tyler. It's not a very good lap, Tyler. What's going on? Not that one. Invalidated lap, or was that just his out lap for Paddle Boy? Jesus, it's warm in here, isn't it? Hopefully this fan won't affect the sound, but I'm going to have to stick it on. A 32.7, Jamie hits the top. Ooh, Joe did a very slow lap there. Mikey goes second with a 32.7. Actually, it's not that far away, is it? Right, where's Jonah on track? Look, oh, there he is. Oh, Jonah, that's not Jonah. Alright, Jonah just put a up in. Big Bob's on out that way for him to get round. To be fair, Striker, I wish that's what it was and I would never give you driver of the day again, but it wasn't, so don't worry about it. Right, Bob's shaping up the day is out. His fast lap, or his timed lap I should say. Let's jump on board with Bob. See how the McLaren gets on run here. Bob crosses the line in 11th, still in the bottom 5, that's near good. There's Tonsil Tickler. Start his flying lap. Just wait for him to turn this last corner, we'll jump on board. Here we go. Magic of Twitch. Mikey hits the top with a 32.677. Very nice, Mikey. See if I can get tried back in again. Oh, there am I. Tried. Where the fuck he is? Here we go. See if I can get him back again. Hey, where's this going to put Tonsil Tickler? Cross the line. Where'd he go? First, 32.2. Very nice lap. Young Dark drags us on out. Oh, he's invalidated this lap already. That's no good to anybody, is it? Young Tyler's on a new lap. Jonas invalidated that one, so I didn't. Where's young Tyler? Oh, he's away, isn't he? At lazy on the lap. Doesn't look like he hasn't opened his DRS, does he? So, where is young Tyler? Going down the back straight, might as well hang on for him. See you later, Striker. Don't work too hard, young'un. Right, it's Tyler going again on the lap. Here we go then. Let's jump on board with young Tyler, see how he gets on. See if he can get himself out the bottom 4. I'd have a 5 even. Tyler crosses the line, already in 12th. Wonder if he's got enough juice left to go again. No, it doesn't look like it. Right, so Nick's in the bottom 5, so let's see how he gets on. Right behind his teammate there as well. Should get a hell of a slipstream down this back straight of his teammate here. If you give us a minute, Austin boy, I'm just going to watch the end of this lap from Nick. See if he can get himself out of the bottom 5. And then I'll jump onto Forest. Not enough. Jumps him up to 6. Very nice. There we go, the young man. There he is. Is it enough? Is it enough? Oh, up to second. Hell of a thing. And now Jonas on the lap. Can he get himself out of this bottom 5? Yes, he can. Jumps up to second. And that's it, isn't it? I think everybody else has crossed or pitted or retired. So there we go. Your bottom 5. Tribe, Joe, MP8, Young Tyler and Bob. You can hear that, can't you? I can tell. Where the hell are you? There we go. Turn that off. So there were 2 new drivers in the top 10 shootout. Juicy there in 10th. And Forrest all the way up there in 3rd. Very nice lap. Very nice lap. Right. Nobody coming up yet. Yeah, here we go, Aston Martin. Probably tonsil. Oh, it's not, it's dark drags. Who's that? Right. Look. Does nobody want to get forced?
Obviously not.
Hey, let's jump on board with that late as he's the first to start his lap. Boom! 32.6. I think this mate was right behind him, wasn't he? Oh no, Dark Drags are 31.8. That's a nice lap from the young one there. Who else is behind him? Who's that? Is that? Well, that's a hell of a slow lap from Jonah. Who's behind him? Jumps up the third with a 32.7. These two behind each other again. Where's Tonto? Just about across the lane, I think. There he goes. 1 second. We'll not be happy about that. Where was I anyway? Let's have a look. Paddleboy Dan's third and Nick Dan's fourth. So who's there? Juicy just about to cross the lane. And sixth. Jamie's on an outlap, so it's 6 minutes to go now in this top 10 shootout. Young Dark Drag still at the top there, 1:31.838, hell of a lap. Not much between them at the top there. Hey, let's jump aboard Jamie and let's watch his lap. Oh, he's invalidated it. Look. He's coming to the pits, isn't he? Tonsil Tickler hits the top with a 31-7. Where's Young Dog Drags? He takes it. Wow, look at that. 31-7-3-1. Who's it there still? Only up the third for Joe the House. Mikey getting on. Sorry, Jamie getting on, sorry. Jamie jumps up the fourth with a 31-9. Right. It was finished the lap. Mikey's just finished the lap. No, Mikey's just finishing the lap, I think, isn't he? I think. I'm not even sure. That put Mikey up to 7th. Is Paddle Boy still doing? Oh, he's invalidated that one anyway. And that's qualifying. I think if I'm right, it was Young Dog Drags at the top there, wasn't it? And Paul, I think it was indeed. Hell of a lap. Look at the top two there. The top four, to be fair. So it's Young Dog Drags. He's on pole from Tonsil Tickler and Jonah. That's your top three with Jamie and then Forrest. And then Paddle Boy, Mikey, Hatley, Nick and Juicy in 10th. Right, the lads will have their 5-minute comfort break as usual. And of course, as usual, I have the national anthem. So here we go. The national anthem of the USA.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, of the free, and the home of the brave? Can you
Oh, what are you doing? Wasn't expecting it to start again there, to be fair. Not to worry. As usual, I'm going to hand it to my mate Crofty. Crofty, what have you got for us this week, friend?
Welcome to Austin, Texas for the United States Grand Prix. With lots of overtaking opportunities, this track is quickly becoming a firm fan favourite. As the clock ticks down to lights out, let's join the teams down on the grid. We're racing today then in Travis County, Texas, where 20 corners and speeds of up to 200 miles per hour await us on this magnificent racetrack. It's 60% full throttle with plenty of good opportunities to pass, especially through the 2 DRS zones into turn 1 and the long back straight into turn 12. What a race we have in store today.
Lovely, jubbly. Cheers, Crofty. Now, I'm not sure if Crofty will be back next week because I don't know if I've got Crofty at Portugal, to be fair. I don't think I have. So he might not be with us next week. Not to worry. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to put this fan on. Hopefully, once the race starts, you won't be able to hear it, but you might be able to hear it while I'm quiet. Quiet. Me. Hey! Just a bit warm in here, Benit. Right. Right, wrong one. Let's have a look. Let's get them on. Tyres, people are on. Green. Yeah, half and half, splitting it really, almost. 2, 4, 7 on the mediums. That would make 8 on the hards. Yeah. That. Right. Get rid of that. The grid there is our pole position man, Young Dark Drags. Hell of a lap there by the young lad. Followed by Tonsil Tickler. And then we've got Jonah and Jamie, followed by one of the new lads anyway, that's Forrest, and then Paddleboy with Nick, Mike even, Michael, Nicky, Mikey, yeah, anybody. He's in 7th. Atlee 8th, 9th is Nick, and then we've got 10th is Juicy, our other new driver this evening. And then we've got Tribe in 11th, Joe in 12th, MD at 13th, Young Tyler, then 14th, and Bob bringing up the rear. As you can see, it's a dry race this evening. Thank God. Had enough of them wet races. Last week's was bad enough. I tell you what, Dog Drags is going to be sat on the front of this grid for an awful long time, isn't he? Wasting their time, straight into position, getting ready. Oh, get bugger. And then gets it bang. I think that's going to put us. Going to put us there, is it? Okay. Right, we are away. The two lads up front get away. Oh, well, Dog Drags into turn 1. Tonto Tickler doing the inside of his teammate, takes the lead. Everybody else gets through as far as I can see. Nobody crashing it, everybody gets through nice and safely. So it's Tonto Tickler from Dog Drags, Jonah up there in 3rd with Forrest in 4th, Jamie 5th with Juicy in 6th, that's a hell of a lap from there, hell of a start from Juicy from 10th, with Paddleboy and then Nick 7th and 8th with Atlee in 10th, Atlee in 9th, Mikey in 10th, Juicy up 4, who is the biggest downfall from Mikey? Mikey down to 11th now with Tyler just passed him. He's up 4 places as well from the start. Right, let's get rid of that for now, shall we? Right, so well, they're at the front, they're battling it. Tonto Tickler and Dog Drags, teammates here. Will they work together or will they crash into each other? Well, I guess we'll watch and see in a bit. Go for them hard racers. Got a yellow flag. That's Joe, I think, has gone round. Cold tyres, maybe. So the end of that one. Tonto Tickler from Dog Drags, Dog Drags even, and Jonah, that's your top 3. Still Forrest in 4th. And Juicy up the 5th now from 10th on the grid. Hell of a start, hell of a good first lap there by the RB driver. With Nick up there in 6th now, Atlee Young Taylor gets past Atlee in 7th, Atlee there in 8th, Mikey back up in 9th again, and then Tribe in 10th. Then we've got MD, Joe, why have these guys pitted? They must have had damage, there's no way you would have pitted on lap 1. So Paddleboy, Jamie and Bob all pitting, I don't know why. Because nobody tells me no. So it's 28 laps, okay. The RS is enabled, of course. Dog Drags doing the outside of his teammate round the outside. Hell, that's a great move. Didn't leave the track. Excellent move by Young Dog Drags on his teammate Tonto. Jonah's still sitting there in 3rd, watching everything that's going on, and then we're 2 new drivers, 4th and 5th, Forrest and Juicy. What lads? Nice to see it's nice to see new drivers on the grid. Nice to see them competitive as well. Mikey up there in 8th now, just got past Tyler. I noticed them 2 changing places. Oh, and then he gets a 3-second penalty. Told you. Track limits. Told you. Fastest lap of the race at 1:35.8 by Young Dog Drags. That'll change considerably over the race. Sorry. Lap 3 of 28. 2 Aston Martins still in front. Another one. Like I said before in qualifying. Oh, 10-second. Oh, corner cutting. 10-second penalty. That's horrendous. Here we go. Here they are come through. I knew this was going to happen, to be fair. I did see in qualifying earlier, track limits is going to be a problem to meet. So it's Dark Drags, Tonsil Tickler and Jonah, still your top 3. Jonah's got Forrest Arlower his gearbox in DRS, but of course Jonah's got DRS to help him in front as well. Tonsil Tickler takes back the lead. Turn 12. He's behind, 2 lads behind him. There as well, so it's first to 6th, very close, nose to tail. Bit of a lock up by Jonah Gunn in there. Alright, get off there, thank you. So, still your 2 Aston Martins in front, Tonsil Tickler from Dark Drags. Still Jonah in 3rd. And then we've got Forrest, and then actually Nick's up the 5th now, passing Juicy, but Juicy has DRS up to turn 1. That was an easy DRS overtake there. And I think they're on different tyres, are they not? No, they're on the same. Shut up. Stand on to the order here. Athlete Tribe. Tribe and empty. 3 of them stuck together here, going through the S's. Of course, based on Maggots and Beckett's. Just in case you're wondering if you've seen them sequence of corners before. What is this? 9th, 10th, and 11th. Nick and Juicy changing places again. Oh, look at that. Maybe Jonah waits till I'm not looking at them. Oh, these 4 very close together. Jonah in 2nd from Tonsil Tickler now, and Dark Drags just dropped the 3rd. With Forrest, he hasn't got a broken front wing, has he? No, he hasn't. I thought he had. It's just the way the shadows were. Still there in 4th. Juicy's still there in 5th. Paddleboy Arlo is gearbox. Mikey 4.5 seconds back now, but he's got young Tyler in close quarters, and then we've got Tribe and Atlee and MD still. These 3 nose to tail in the last turn. Starting lap 5, these 3. I think the Ferrari's going to be a sitting duck up the hill. Ali gets past, can MD get past Tribe as well? Not quite the side by side. Tribe's still on the inside, but that's going to be the outside for the start of the S's. Who's coming up ahead? Tribe manages to stay ahead of the, that Merc, couldn't think. Yeah, what happened, Paddleboy? A 10-second fucking penalty for fucking corner cutting. That's shocking. Right, where were we? Well, Jonah's getting past into 1st place now. On his hard tyres as well. So, his tyres obviously up the temp very nicely. So now it's him. It's Jonah, Tonsil Tickler and Dark Drags. That's your top 3. It's here, 2 seconds. Aha, there we go. Still Forrest and Juicy, still 5th and 6th. Sorry, 4th and 5th, my mistake. And Nick's still there in 6th place. You see, moving. I mean, it's only lap 5, but lap 6 now, and there's loads of 3-second penalties up there. So Jonah now, just 3/10. Wow. Well, I'll be slim pickings for driver in the tier if they keep getting penalties. I see Forrest stands up to third place now, ahead of Young Dog Drags. So Jonah from Tonsil Tickler and Forrest now is the top three, with Juicy still there in fifth and Nick right there, right behind him even. Still 4 seconds behind is Nick, Mikey. I'll get it right in a minute. Tyler a couple of seconds still there in 8th. MB at 9th, Tribe in 10th and Atlee in 11th. And these three still battling nose to tail. But now with Tyler just ahead of them, I think MB's going to have a go at Tyler. This should be an easy DRS move. Although, is it? Has he got him? Just. Tyler has to drop in behind him. That gives MB 8th now from Tyler in 9th. Hang on a minute, where's Tribe? There he is. I thought Tribe was up alongside, but he wasn't. And then Atlee in 11th with Joe still there in 12th. Jamie doing there in 13th. Who has pitted, who hasn't again? Just, wow, Bob and Paddleboy have both stopped twice. Okay. Nick stopped about 100 times last week and still managed to get... where did Nick finish last week actually? Second. No, I'm lying. Yeah, second. Oh, the penalties are... Oh, that's what, right. That's it. Yeah. No. Jonah still... Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Oh! What's happened to... what's happened to... Tyler? Where is he? He's in the pits. He's giving it up. He's went in the pits. His car's going to come up. Let's hope that doesn't cause a safety car. Right, so it's Jonah now from Tonsil Tickler and Forrest. That is your top three. Still virtually nose to tail, all still within DRS of each other. Forrest gets into second now. That Williams is rapid in the straight line, isn't it? Tonsil Tickler in third, and his teammates still there behind him in fourth. And he's got Juicy Arlo with his gearbox. In fifth, Nick there trying to catch the top five. Not that far behind, only a second and a half. Easy peasy to catch them up if they carry on fighting. Jonah's not getting away. I thought Jonah might have taken the lead and getting away, but he isn't. He's still first, of course. He's only half a second away from Forrest. Can one of our new drivers get his first race win on his first race? That would be brilliant. And Paddleboy has decided to go in the pits and retire. So 2 down, 13 to go. Stupid mistakes. Mistakes. This happens, Paddleboy. I used to make so many mistakes that I stopped driving. Right, where are we? Third, lap 8. Where's the yellow flag? That'll be Paddleboy's car doing its stupidity thing. Run the track there, look at it stopped there just at the start of the S's, and it hasn't caused any, that's good. So lap 8 of 28, still Jonah from Forrest, Tonsil Tickler, that's your top three. Actually, Tonsil Tickler, no, I thought that was Tonsil Tickler and Dark Lords. It's not, hang on, where are we at here? I was looking at the wrong thing there. That's what I was supposed to be looking at, these two. With all the penalties, man, it's no good to nobody, boys, you know that. Top three, pulling away from fourth, Juicy now. And Dark Drag's still in fifth. Nick's still there in sixth, and Mikey in seventh. With MB at eighth, and Atlee, and Tribe bringing up the rear of the top 10. I don't know I wonder if Jamie's pitted. He has to have done, hasn't he? Joe hasn't stopped yet, and he's dropped down 18.5 seconds behind Jamie, so I don't know what's going on there. Dog drag jumps into the pits. For your leader. There he is, still, it's Jonah. Of course, our reigning champion, and he's actually the leader of the pack at this juncture of this season at the minute. Top two without penalties, and our new driver Forrest, keeping Jonah very, very honest there. Right. Is Jonah gonna hang it out from the outside? Well, but still there on the inside. They're touching, boys. Is Jonah going to cut back? Not quite. And Forrest takes the lead. I've got to do it. Run, Forrest, run. I had to. I'm sorry. I had to. It is my actual favourite film in the entire universe ever. It's just brilliant. I love it. So I had to say that. When as soon as I saw the name, I thought, if he gets out front, I've got to see it. So now, is Jonah going to get it back? Not quite. So it's Forrest from Jonah and Tonto Tickler. Juicy's still in fourth. New Nick up to fifth. Has Mikey for company. Just slotting in behind Nick. There's the carrot. Yes, there's only one car's width through there. Paddle boy got damage at the start. Someone spun. Here's I'm going to read exactly what Paddle Boy says. Why he's had enough of the game. He hates it. Got damage at the start. Someone spun me and hit me. First pitted. I first pitted. Didn't change my wing. Missed the fucking pit lane. Got a 10-second penalty. Had to pit again. Fuck this game. Love it. Right, where are we? Jonah. That's an unusual place to overtake. Forrest's not going to give it up. He stays on the inside, side by side. Giving each other plenty of room. Jonah's got the inside line for the next time. He has to just drop in behind. The Aston Martin there, Tonto jumping into the pits. So it's Forrest from Jonah. Then Tonto and Juicy both jumps into the pits. So Mikey might come in third. Now is he? Yes. Actually, there's Tonto coming out. Oh, we got a safety car. Why have we got a safety car? Oh. Why have we got a safety car? What the fuck? Because as far as I can see, everybody's still running. Wow. So, lap 11, got a safety car. Forrest, Jonah and Mikey, that's your top three. I can't see why we've got a safety car. In fact, these two should be allowed to go past the safety car, surely you fuck. Because they're fourth and fifth. Why hasn't the safety car flagged them past? It's a bit shit. There we go. No, they can. I was going to say that's a bit bollocks. I don't know why there is a safety car though. I don't see anybody stopped. Can't see anybody who's got any damage. Can't see any. What was that in the middle of this? There, there's nothing. So who did these? Anybody jump into the pits? Are they going to? Actually, these two should jump. Lap 11. Yeah, it should get to the end on a set of mediums now. See if these two jump into the pits. They're not. Jonah is. Jonah left it. Forrest's gone round again. That's might be if one pitted, then the other one had to pit really, didn't it? Is Mikey going to jump in? He is. Look, who's never. Mikey, how did you get speeding in the pit lane? I watched you. You look perfectly fine there. Oh, well, that's a bit of a shit penalty, to be fair. Mercedes double stacking. I think there's Nick in the pits. I think he is, isn't he? Is he? Let's know. Yep. Oh, that is going to leave Forrest all on his own. Not pitted. That is not. That's just going to leave him exposed to the entire field now, to be fair. And he's not going to be able to pass the safety car. So I think he's made a mistake. In fact, I know he's made a mistake. But I've said that before and I've been wrong. No, I don't think I'm going to be wrong on this occasion though. I think he's made a mistake. He's the only one that hasn't pitted yet. It's lap 12 of 28. They're behind the safety car. Unless he jumps in right now and see where he can get himself. Well, I mean, it's what, 20 second, 22, 23 second pit lane. Well, that'll drop him down to about 5th, 6th, I would have said. If he pits new. To be honest, I think if I see the rest of the pack's catching up now, the quicker they catch up, the more he's going to lose. I just think he's made a mistake. I think he should have come in that last lap before in front of Jonah. Because if he pits now, he's going to drop. Here we go. Is he going to pit in? No, he's not. So he's going to go and run. He's got, oh, wow, how long is he going to be able to hang on? With him tyre, I mean, he's not going to be able to pull a 20-odd second gap out front. Not when Jonah, Tonsil, everybody else has got brand new fresh tyres on. What have everybody else put on? Let's have a look. I would have thought the ones who started on, yeah, the ones who started on the hards or on the mediums and vice versa. Quick run down then. Out front. Behind the safety car anyway. It is Forrest, but he hasn't pitted. He's the only one in the field that has not pitted from Jonah and Tonsil Tickler. That's the top three with Juicy and then Nick. Mikey, M8. Tribe, Atley and Dog. Dog drags all the way down the 10th after he was battling for the lead earlier on. And then we've got Jamie, Joe and Bob. I guess that's who the safety car's waiting for, these two. Should catch him before the end of the... Maybe... Actually, I don't know. Safety car may come round again yet, to be fair. If he's going to wait for them two at the back, because they're a long way behind, they're a good half a lap behind the rest of the field. But Joe's 35 seconds off the back of Jamie, so... That's the timing line, so yeah, I think the safety car's going to go and run again. And way back, isn't he? Hopefully they'll catch the back of the safety car queue this lap, like. hopefully Bob will catch them by the end of this straight. Hopefully. Come on, Bob. Come on, Bob. Come on, Bob. So hopefully the safety car will come in this lap. Find out in 2 corners time. Excellent safety car in this lap, just as Bob catches them. So, Forrest, Jonah and Tonsil is your top 3. Off distance now. Going on to lap 15 of 28. When's he going to slam his foot to the floor? Definitely letting the safety car get away. Of course, he's still got a pit yet. Forrest I'm talking about, obviously. And like I said, it's at least 20 seconds to pit stop, so... Anybody feel the need, watch for his throttle. Probably going to do the last turn, isn't he? Right, we are back racing again, I think. Yeah, he's away. So it's Forrest from Jonah and Tonsil. That is your top 3. Nick New up the 4th with Juicy 5th. MB in 6, Mikey in 6, sorry, then MB at 7. It's a great turn 1, that massively wide and then very skinny on the exit. Sorry, I missed the lead. Change, hang on. Jonah and Forrest still battling it. Who's that up the inside? Ooh, I don't know if there was a touch there, but Tonsil Tickler dives through the inside of Forrest. Can Forrest get them tyres? Oh, who was that going wide there? Not sure. Oh, we got a blue one in there, to be fair. Who is that there? Is that... Oh, it's Juicy. What happened to Juicy? He was doing really well. He's lost his end plate. He's had contact with somebody, I think. So it's Jonah from Nick New. Opened a second. From Tonsil and Forrest, who still has to pit, of course. I think it's lap 15. I'm not sure. I think he's made the biggest mistake of his life. I'm not sure he's going to be able to fire them tyres up again and be able to stay where he is now. He's going to drop right to the back of the field once he does pit. Unfortunately, it's just the time of the safety car, I think. So Jonah has pulled out over a second now from Nick. Come on, Nick. Go on, lad. From Tonsil. Excuse me. Forrest is he still hasn't pitted. MB now 4th. From Tonsil. Like I say, I think Forrest, them tyres, hard tyres, 16 lap old. 15 lap old, sorry, hard tyres. After quite a long safety car, I think they're going to have cooled right down. I think they're going to be a bit knackered now, so tried 6th with Joe. How did Joe gets hit by dog drags and dog drag cans around. I just caught that at the back of the shot there. Juicy in 15th and Mikey in the pits in 13th. I was going to say 16th, we didn't even have 16 on the grid. So, Jonah, 2.5 seconds now, that's it. Race is over. And I shouldn't say that, but unless something drastic happens, we all know that Jonah's not going to throw away a 2.5 second lead. So, from Tonsil, this will be a good result for Tonsil if we can stay there. Yeah, that was it, Jonah. He's still got, I'll tell you what, I didn't care about the penalties just yet. We're going to have a look in a bit, so it's going to change. It depends on where trying. Forrest, like I said, he's going to have to pit soon. He's got no choice. I'm not sure what the penalty is for not pitting, but I'm pretty sure it's severe. So Jonah, Tonsil, Tickler and Nick, that is your top 3 on the road. Like I say, this all dependent on penalties, of course. Joe up there in 6th, no, 7th. Just got past his teammate. Where is Joe? There he is. Through the S's, nose to tail. Look at the four of them as one. Like they're tied together with a bit of bungee. So Jonah, Tonsil, Tickler and Nick, that is your top three, with Mbate in 4th, Tribe 5th, Atlee in 6th, with Straw and his teammates 7th and 8th, excuse me. Then Jamie in 9th, Dark Drag still there in 10th, even though he did hit Joe before. But he came off worse from what I could see. Bob up there in 11th, who can he catch Dark Drags and make a bid for a point? With Juicy and Mikey 22.5 seconds off the back. I don't know, Mikey must have had damage of some description, I think, I'm not sure. But he pitted, and I think he's been in the pits a few times, to be honest. Let's have a quick shufty. Oh no, he's been in twice. Wait, that's a few things. Right, lap 17, where I'm going to Wrangler. There's your leader, Jonah, 2.5 seconds away from the fight. Or second between Tonsil, Nick and Mbate. That's what again. How did Nick get a 3-second penalty there? Must have cut that last turn, I didn't notice it. What's happening behind here? People just... Driver's managed to squeeze himself up the 5th there. Of Atlee 6th, Joe still in 7th, Jamie in 8th, and is with Jamie and Joe swapping places. And Joe's got that place done and dusted new. I'm looking at the wrong person, aren't I? No, I'm not. There he is. Lap 18 of 28. We're looking at Tribe 5th, Atlee, and then Joe, Jamie and Forrest all in a line. There they all are. Is Atlee Gandoon there? So yeah, Atlee Gandoon the inside of Tribe. Did he get it done? No, Tribe got it back. Nice clean racing by the boys, as usual. Well, occasionally it isn't. How many people? 1, 2. I've got up to now. I've got 3 drivers to drive with the deer. No, my life. Makes my job a little bit easier, but still hobby. Right, your leader, Jonah, 2.5 seconds, just over 2.5 seconds from 2nd, 3rd, and 4th in a line. Tonsil from Nick and Mbate, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Once again through the S's, nose to tail. No! Oh, it's still through. Forrest has finally went into the pits. He's going to probably come back up in 11th, to be honest, because Mikey is 30 odd seconds behind. Oh, shit. So, I see these 3. Either Jonah's made a smidgen of a mistake there. He's lost a couple of tenths on this lap to Tonsil. Tonsil manages to stay ahead of the 2 lads behind him with DRS wide open. So it's Jonah, Tonsil, Nick and Mbate. That is your top 4. And we've still got Tribe in 5th, with Joe right behind him in 6th, and then Atlee and Jamie in 7th and 8th. There they are, 4 of them, nose to tail. 2 Alpines swapping places. Jamie jumping ahead of Atlee on that turn there. Then Dog Drags in the points again in 9th. There he is. With Bob up in the points again now. So, and then we've got Forrest, who I think was screwed by the safety car myself, or not pitting under the safety car. That's basically what ruined his race, because up to that point he was having a hell of a race in the shout for the top spot. Excuse me. Mikey, hang on, why is Dog Drags is in the pits? Why is Dog Drags in the pits? Where is he? Oh, he's been and gone. Right, there's your leader. Only 2.3 ahead of Tonsil Tickler, Nick and M8. Actually, Tonsil Tickler's pulled out the DRS from Nick and M8 now. What is it, lap 20 of 28? I tell you what, let's have a quick look at these penalties, see what's going on, shall we? Wow, look at that. I mean, that is gonna, wow. Well, Nick's not going to be on the podium, and neither is, oh, well, no. Tonsil Tickler, Nick and M8 might all be off the podium. I mean, 12 seconds for Nick there. L6s, 3s. Who's that jumping into the pits? It's a Haas. It's Nick. Oh, the 10th. Oh, and then he gets a 10 spec speeding in the pit lane. Oh, he's giving it up. I think he's come in to do the penalty. It was 10 seconds. I'm not even sure if he had a 10-second penalty or not. But he's retired, so that takes him out of the running. So that leaves Jonah, Tonsil Tickler and M8 as your top 3 for now. On the road with Joe in 4th. New fastest lap by Forrest, 1:35, 1:33. There's Forrest, actually up there in 8th. Wonder if he's hired a set of. Oh, I thought he might have set a softs on. Yeah, coming into the pits to save a penalty, to just get a penalty is near good to nobody, is it? So. Unfortunately, unlucky Nick. Better luck next time in Portugal. I hope you like Portugal better than you like Colour. So your leader, where is he? 2.4, 2.5 seconds in front is Jonah. Near penalties, whereas everybody else doing the tribe does have penalties. I think Tribe might get on the podium here if he can stay. Can't. What did I say? The top penalties were. Let's have a look. Look. Oh no, wait a minute. Actually, yeah, Tribe might get on the podium here. Because M8's got 9 seconds, that's going to drop him. I'm just doing the mental arithmetic in my head. Yeah, well. Let's not speculate. There's no guarantees Tribe won't get to Love Portimao. Brilliant circuit. Oh well, then hopefully next week then Nick will see a better job from you. Lap 22 of 28, you know, I'm only kidding, brother. Jonah from Tonsil. Actually, Jonah's he's under 2 seconds now ahead of Tonsil Tickler. Is Jonah making mistakes, or is... Actually, I think Tonsil Tickler's chasing him like crazy. He's only a 1.8 behind, but he's 6.5 seconds ahead of M8 now. They were nose to tail before. Jamie's still... Hello, who was that? Oh, is that Joe? What was Joe doing? Joe, what are you doing? That's a safety car. And I think... Is that Joe out, or is he going to go and run and put a new wing on? I didn't see what happened to Joe there. Well, I did. I saw him come up with that turn 11. But didn't look like he got hit by anybody. It looked like he was all on his own. Well, so safety car route on map 22. Is anybody going to jump in the pits? Let's have a look. Jonah, no. Tonsil Tickler, yes. Maybe he's hiring a set of softs on. MB is jumping in as well. So is Jamie and Tribe. Exactly. Yes, he is. Hang on, where's Joe? Oh, he's a long way back, isn't he? Joe coming in? Yeah, of course Joe's coming in. But is Joe going to hire a new wing on, or is he going to... I think he is. Looks like everybody... Wait, no, Dark Drags hasn't pitted. Where's he gonna come? Look. Might get Tribe, or is Tribe just enough alongside? I think he's just enough ahead. No, Tribe's at 11 again. So it's Jonah who hasn't pit. Everybody but Dark Drags, I think, and Jonah did not pit. Whoops. Yeah. Although Dark Drags has already been in 3 times. Okie dokie. Well, might as well have a look at them penalties now while they've changed. Jonah still out front from Tonto Tickler, M8, and Jamie. Dark Drags in 5th. This is going to help Tribe get on the podium now because everybody's going to be bunched up behind the safety car. I'll see you next week, mate. Yeah, I'll see you next week as well, mate. Well, Nick, Charlie, Freeze, whatever you want to be called. I don't care. Where was I? Yes. Still just the 3 drivers with near penalties. Still only lap 23, of course. Still plenty of time for them 3 to get penalties. But it's Jonah, Tonto Tickler and MB. That's your top 3 on the road from Jamie. Dark Drags up there in 5th. 6th is Tribe, 7th Atlee. 8th Joe, his teammate. 9th Forrest. And then 10th is Bob with Mikey and Juicy bringing up the rear. They're going to go and run the gate. Well, of course they are. They come to the last turn. Starting lap 24, let's hope it comes in the end of this lap, and then we'll have a 4 lap shootout. This is... Oh, wrong one. That's what I wanted to put on. Anybody hide a set? Oh, look at that, all them softs. Ooh, look at Jonah's 12 lap mediums. Let's hope we can fire them back up again. This could be good. Get on, safety car in this lap. So it's going to be a 4 lap shootout, sprint to the end. Can Jonah get them tyres fired up again quickly? I mean, how long did I see he had them on? 12, 13 laps or something? Oh, wrong one. 12 laps. And will Jonah again. Probably do the same gun with the last turn. Watching for his throttle to be smashed to the floor. There it is. And we're racing again, lap 25 of 28. Jonah from Tonto Tickler with MB in 3rd, with Jamie 4th. Dark Drags up there in 5th, with Tonto Tickler in 6th place, and then we've got Forrest and Atlee side by side. Nice one. Forrest gets ahead of Atlee just before the S's. So that's Atlee in 8th, and Joe's still there after that crash with the barrier. And 9th, and Mikey in 10th with Juicy and Bob bringing up the rear. Wrong button, soft cock. Whoa, what's happened to Jonah? Wow. So, Tonto Tickler and look, 3 wide gone through turn. Look at them all. They're like a bunch of flies with shit. Tonto Tickler and Jamie 1, 2, and then Jonah and Embiid. Then Jonah in 4th, I think. Jonah must be struggling with them, but I mean, he doesn't have to win the race because he will win it as long as he can stay in very close proximity to the lads ahead. As I feared, them tyres of Jonah's 12 lap, 13 lap old tyres do. He's not getting them fired up. The lads behind have either got softs on or brand new mediums. So it's Tonto Tickler, Jamie and Embiid now your top 3 on the road with Jonah, Forrest and Tribe your next 3, all without penalties. So, and then we've got Dog Drag still there in 7th. Like I said, this is all preliminary. Preliminary, that's a big word. Mikey in 8th, having a look at his young and Dog Drags trying to get around the outside. Got him, got it, the S's side by, and he just manages to jump ahead of his young and Dog Drags in 8th with Atlee in 9th, Juicy in 10th there, with Bob and Joe's back in the pits. Oh, he's getting a new front wing, so he's had another broken front wing from Joe. So your leader on the road, like I say, back 26 of 28, they've got Tonto Tickler from Jamie and Embiid. That's your top 3. But that'll not be your top 3 finishing order. But then look at them all behind. All behind Jonah. Jonah's tyres just not warming up the way. Whoa, look at that Mercedes. What? Way high. 3 into 1 does not gan. Who's going to come out ahead on that lot? Woohoo. Love it. You've got to love it. It's the fucking law. Look at them. 3 and 4 wide. Trying to handle the track side by side. Jonah manages to just stay ahead. I tell you what, Jonah may lose this win. All Forrest has to do is finish the race with no penalties, and he's going to take his first ever win on his first ever outing. That's a 1:34.7. I think that was from, I'm not sure who it was for there, to be fair. I missed who it was for. So it's Jamie and Tonto Tickler and Embiid that is on the road. Like I said, I need to check them penalties once again, see how bad it's going to be. Well, up the noon, that looks like, no, actually no, he's not gonna win it, is he? Jamie might have this. What can I say? That's not what I want. That's so anyway, on the road, lap 27 and 28, we've got Jamie, Tonto Tickler and Embiid. That is your top 3. No, Tonto Tickler and Jamie and Embiid. In 5th now, just getting past, where is that there? There they are. Nose to tail. Lock-ups. Everybody's no touching going on there by the look of it. So that safety car not playing well for Jonah for in there. Look at them all still side by side. None of them wanting to give it up. Who's this Atlee? Dog Drags just having to drop in behind Atlee there. Oh, and then he went wide. Got a 3-second penalty. Why have we got... Who is... Somebody's ghosted in the middle of that pack there. I'm not sure who it is. Here we go. Up to turn 1. Still side by side. Interlocking wheels, that is not going to end well if you're not careful, boys. Who's in front? Atlee from Dog Drags just ahead of Tribe. Excuse me. And Mikey in the last, Juicy bringing up the last point playing position. Let's have a look up. Who was that? Was that somebody's side bound there? I could have sworn I seen somebody turned around there. New fastest lap by Joe, 1:34.6. It's lap 28 of 28 where the leaders. On the road, it's Jamie from Tonto Tickler and M8. That is your top three from one new driver. Forrest in fourth, Jonah. I'm going to stop behind him. Yeehaw, Mikey, Dark Drags. Father and son fighting it all on track. The youngun's not going to give it up. Still on the inside of his old man. Who's got the better tyres? The soft tyres should bring him out. Hang on, where's the leaders? Just caught them. Jamie crosses the line in first from Tonto Tickler, but I don't think that's going to be the end of it. M8 crosses in third. Forrest jumps up to third. Jonah fourth. That would drop. And then Tribe up to fifth. That is sixth. Mikey seventh. M8 all the way down now in eighth. From Bob gets a couple of points in ninth. And then we've got Juicy, our other new driver, gets a point as well. And Dog Drag drops all the way to 11th. And Joe's had a torrid race tonight. Waiting for Joe to cross the line. 3 non-finishers, Nick, Young Tyler and Paddleboy, and that's the race. That is it, done, dusted for another week. Wait, let's have a quick. Right, here we got Jamie, Tonto, and Forrest. 1:34.6, 1:34.645. Joe, wasn't it? My driver of the day, and that it's unusual, but he's gonna get it, is the guy in third place. New driver, first race in the league, and he gets a podium. So, you know, you can't ask for much more than that on your very first race. So that's who my, I know I'm getting soft in my old age, aren't I? Giving new drivers, driver of the day. I don't normally talk about new drivers, never mind giving driver of the day, never mind. So that was Jamie, Tonto, and Forrest. That is your top three from Jonah, and then Tribe in fifth. Sixth was actually Mikey in seventh, and then we've got MB at eighth. Ninth is Bob, and then Juicy in the last points paying position in 10th. And then we've got Dog Drags and Joe bringing up the rear there, and then the 3 non-finishers, Nick, Young Tyler and Paddleboy. Right, that was Kota, done, dusted, finished for another season. Next week, as I've already said, we are in Portugal. Not one of my favourite tracks. It was obvious on earlier games, but then, my ability became shit, obviously. So, you know the drill by now. Come and, if you're doing nothing next week, come and see me again. Thank you to everybody who took part on the chat tonight. Well done to all the drivers, and we will see you again. Same time, same place, same Ginger Geordie next week in Portugal. So until then, I'm going to love you. I'm going to leave you. Good night for now.